or stand up. At Wjla University, we've seen it in our students for 125 years. And if you ever think of quitting, our success coaches will be there to pick you up and work with you every day to put you on the right path. It's time. Wjla University. Let's get it, America.
Straight ahead on ABC 7 News at 11, venturing out after the chaos. The Las Vegas Strip slowly comes back to life again after a frightening and deadly day. Plus, a bizarre accident. What we're learning about the incident in a library parking lot in our area that ended with a woman being airlifted to the hospital.
Some people doubted it, but we know we have some tough old trees.
They may look delicate, but they are resilient. The cherry blossoms survived the cold snap. At least half of them did. And now the celebration begins.
ABC 7 News at 11 starts now with breaking news.
And that breaking news tonight in Prince George's County. Thank you for joining us. I'm Kimberly Suiters. Police were called out for a shooting. It has now turned deadly. Our Tim Barber is live on the scene at Columbia Place. Tim, what have you found out?
Kimberly, the investigation out here is just getting started. So much so, these crime scene vans you see out here arrived on the scene after we did. They just started combing the scene. You could see it was an emotional night out here for friends of the victim who were told this is late teens. But right now, that's all the information that we have about that teenager. So we are going to stay out here and get more information about any possible suspects or persons of interest or any leads that could help them find the shooter. Of course, as soon as we find any information, we'll bring it to you right here on ABC 7. Reporting live in Prince George's County, Tim Barber, ABC 7 News.
Tim, thank you. A silver alert to tell you about tonight. 72-year-old Sylvester Johnson was last seen around 6 tonight in the area of 17th Street Southeast. Now, police believe he's headed home to Capitol Heights, Maryland, in a pretty obvious car. It's a red Cadillac Eldorado, Maryland plate KZR835. Johnson is a black man. He's 6 feet tall, 200 pounds. He's bald with a gray beard. He was wearing khaki pants, a blue polo shirt, and a brown leather jacket with a fur hood. Developing now, people are starting to return to the Las Vegas Strip after a day of chaos. It started with an overnight armed burglary at a jewelry store in the Bellagio Hotel and Casino. And then this afternoon, a gunman shot 2 people on a bus near the Cosmopolitan Las Vegas Hotel and then barricaded himself inside for hours. That shooting on a double-decker bus killed 1 person, injured a second. The gunman barricaded himself and surrendered around 6:30 our time. Gunshots sent people scrambling. A friend of mine from Arlington was in the Cosmopolitan Hotel at the time. She said people ran for their lives, absolutely terrified.
This was an isolated incident and that everything is going to be good to go and safe here in Las Vegas.
The sheriff's office says the person injured in the gunfire was going to be treated and then released. The search continues tonight for 2 of 3 armed robbers who targeted a jewelry store in the Bellagio Hotel. They say they entered the Bellagio shopping mall after midnight, busted through the jewelry store, and smashed display cases. Witnesses say one of the suspects was wearing a pig mask. The thieves then ran into trouble trying to escape. Getaway car wouldn't start. They were unable to then carjack a couple. Police have a suspect in custody. Back in our area, spring has sprung. It was a comfortable night, a beautiful day. Will the temperatures stick around so we can go paddle boating and check out the cherry blossoms? I don't think we're going to be so lucky tomorrow. Let's check in with meteorologist Josh Knight. Hey, Josh.
Hey, Kim, that's right. It is going to be tough for us to hang on to the warmth we had today, but still, so your Sunday looking predominantly dry, and all in all, really not a bad day. It was a great evening for us. We had lots of people down here at the wheel for a lot of the evening, and now temperatures starting to take a tumble, especially the northeast you live. Let me show you what's going on. Cold front's going to be dropping across the area, and it's actually happening right now, already moving through parts of northeastern Maryland, and this not too far away from D.C. So let me zoom in. You see all the cloud cover with us. As far as rain goes, we've been predominantly dry for the day, and it's going to stay that way for most of the night. But I do want to start off here. You see where our wind streams are kind of coming together right around DC area, you'll notice starting to turn more out of the northeast, and that's where our chilly temperatures are moving in from. See that blue as we get into Delaware, 56 now in Baltimore, 65 in DC, 57 in Annapolis. That cooler air will continue to push off to the east. Excuse me, off to the west. 70 still, though, for Leesburg, Warrenton, and Culpeper. You can see the different air masses as the cooler air starts to move in. Tomorrow morning, we're right around 50. We'll stay cloudy, but the temperatures getting stuck in the upper 50s as opposed to today, when we're in the upper 70s. We are back in the 70s, though, by early this week. We'll talk more about that and I'll time out the rain for you coming up as well. Kimberly?
It brings you that spring feeling, like newness and just freshness.
Cherry blossoms in bloom, plus warmer spring weather. It all adds up to crazy big crowds at the tidal basin. Hundreds of people filled the Warner Theater late this afternoon for the National Cherry Blossom Festival's opening ceremony. In the crowd were people from across the country and around the world.